Let's look at a health issue that's probably caused or at least made worse by a dog worshipping society. So, first, we're just looking at the internet over here. This is a search for studies about high powered lines, electromagnetic frequencies, and how they cause headaches. So, I'm just showing you this internet search just to show you an example of what I'm talking about right here. They call it being allergic to electricity or electromagnetism or high frequencies, stuff like that. But it causes headaches, nausea, tiredness. So this this is being experienced by many of our fellow humans, and it's being linked to being too close to magnetic fields or power lines and things like that. Hanging around that stuff too much, even looking at the screen too long, or being around certain types of lights. So let's go to another search. Here's just some stuff about screen time. This all has to do with the frequency of the light and how it affects your body, how it affects your optic nerve. So, what I'm getting at here is there is a thing about frequencies, electromagnetic frequencies. You see here, this one talks about how it affects people with migraines and how these lights can trigger migraines. So, plenty of information about this. Some people that don't that suffer migraines have never heard about this. You know, they're watching videos all day, listening to dogs bark all day, and they don't understand what's going on. Here's another one that talks about what types of lights cause headaches and nausea and migraine. And it's not looking at the moon or just hanging out in the sunlight. It's computer screens, electronic type devices, and the frequencies that hit your optic nerve. Those are the ones that irritate your body. So the discussion about migraines is relevant because it's on the rise. I remember back when I was a kid or when I was a young adult, hardly ever heard about migraines. But now it's like everybody I talk to, they have them. They have migraines. Like I know people that have migraines all the time. They're on several medications to try to fix it, but it seems to just get worse and worse. You know, of course they're going to blame climate change. Look at this. Oh, it's all because of climate change. Okay, interesting. But without a doubt, migraines are a more prevalent issue among our fellow humans. Another problem with being exposed to high frequency noise and light on heard high frequencies is this little blue highlight right here: genetic damage to your body. It's similar to what happens with the microwave. When a microwave heats your food, it causes high frequency vibration of the water molecules. Let me just show you that one. Here we have the blue highlight. High frequency going into your cells, it's not good. It can cause damage to them. So, just like a microwave, there's a similar thing happening when your body has to absorb um, this stuff all the time. So, let's go shopping on Amazon and see what does a dog culture promote everybody to buy. Yup, high frequency anti barking devices everywhere. So if you were like in a spacecraft and you were looking down on Earth in the areas that had the most dog owners and you could see these high frequency waves, yeah, you would see USA, California, and all the other states that have the most dogs would have the most of this crazy high frequency stuff. So not only are we exposing our fellow humans to this ridiculous barking, well, we're throwing these high frequency noises out there that are vibrating the cells in our body. High frequency noises that have been proven to cause health issues, DNA damage, nausea, headaches, and other vision and hearing problems, even problems related to like taste loss and other stuff like that. So this device is like the most popular thing for dog owners or neighbors of dog owners. Now another thing that many dog owners buy right along with the anti-bark devices. And yes, they do buy these for their own dogs, but they buy these things to repel mice and coyotes and raccoons from their yard because they don't want their little fluffy nuts dog to have to be bothered by these little animals. See these little animals right here? We don't want any snakes or gophers. And if you read around on the internet and get some anecdotal information, oftentimes one of these items, like this green one right here, people will buy these and it will drive their neighbors nuts and it creates conflicts between neighbors. So people can hear this. Some people that don't have hearing damage from having these in their homes can actually hear this. I've heard several stories about how it goes, and usually it's a younger person bothered by one of these devices and they have to go talk to their neighbor. And their neighbor is older and has several dogs. So these things are linked also to hearing damage. And and it's like if you live with a bunch of barking dogs that are barking all day and then you buy one of these to keep the coyotes and raccoons out of your yard, because dog owners constantly have treats and food and stuff going on in their yards that attracts all of these creatures, including insects. The CO2 off of a dog attracts insects. So a lot of people buy these little devices right here to keep insects off their property. Dogs have body heat, they breathe CO2, and they're a perfect attractant for bed bugs, mosquitoes, and ticks. And people will buy these to try to keep them out of their yard while their dog sits back there breathing CO2. So, dog ownership is a huge driver of filling our homes and neighbors' apartments with these devices that create um, migraines and other health issues. And I'm not the first one to notice this. Um, these studies that I have linked up here, they tell people to be careful because it might bother your dogs. They tell you all of these little things. You see what it says right here, look out for your dog's behavior after installing one of these. So it's known that these things will hurt other creatures. I mean, it's pretty freaking obvious. It repels mice and raccoons, it irritates dogs. What do you think it's doing to the cells in your body, your mitochondria, your nervous system? All of the issues that are related to being exposed to ultrasonic devices, they're all on the rise, and yet we're putting more and more of these items in our house so that we don't have to hear our own dogs bark, so that we can keep mosquitoes and rats and raccoons away from our dogs. It's just ridiculous. It's a gigantic health risk. So I'll just finish up here by showing you one of many, many reviews. I just find these by keyword searching for dog. So this is about the bark device. So they buy it for their own house to keep their dogs from barking. So they're literally filling their house with high frequency noises that get their dogs to shut up or get their dogs to look, keep away from the neighbor's chicken coop. Dog owners always tell on themselves. They got to buy an ultrasonic device that can give them migraines, can give them other health issues, just to keep their dog from attacking their neighbor's chickens. Look, another one, a must have with 5 dogs. Again, they're filling their house with a health risk for the sake of owning a dog. So it's not just the freaking barking, the dander, the piss and shit particles. Now we got to have these things. Look at this person. It's for my fur babies. So they have 8 dogs that will bark all freaking day, they say. So they got to get one of these. So they're going to fry their dog's brain with this ultrasonic device, fry their own brain. And another thing that we can look up, seizures in dogs, all of these different seizures that dogs have, those are on the rise too. Many veterinarian channels are starting to wake up to it. I've mentioned that in some of my other videos. But yeah, there you go. It's another device that our society is full of for the sake of dog ownership, and it comes with proven, demonstrable, and well studied health risks.